What is up, universe? It is me, Waop King here, and today we're coming back with another life story. But before I do that, I hope you guys enjoyed that brand new intro, because baby, I am back. I got this nice computer back after both of my computers, in fact, actually busted on me. But let's not stay long on this topic, because we have another life story. And today we're going to be talking about one of the worst days and hardest days of my life, where I got mad pissed. I almost got in big trouble, basically. And now this story takes place about a couple years ago. Actually, I was in 5th grade, and on this day we had to take the state test. And if you guys don't know what the state test is, well, it's one of the biggest tests of the year, if not the biggest test of the year. And if you guys fail this test, if you fail this one test, you will fail the whole year. Even if you got 100s on every test, you still fail. All right. So we had to take this test, and it was the math test day. And the math test is usually the harder one of the two tests. Even though I'm better at math, I would always still do worse on the math test than I would do on the ELA test, which is the English test for you retards. So, but we had to take that test today, and it was about part 2 if I remember correctly. And that's usually one of the hardest days, at least at this time, because, well, now there's a new learning system in there. But anyway, I'm going off track. So after this test, I'm all tired, and the teacher is like, oh, you guys can have snacks. So, and she actually gave us paper, and we were able to draw. Now, I draw the most dumbest image ever. For some reason, I decide, let's just draw a beer can and people jumping off it, because my fucking retarded ass feels like that's a really great idea. So I ended up drawing it. I actually put it on the screen right now. This isn't the actual drawing, but I tried recreating it the best way I can, because I have such a good memory of it. and now it's time for lunch, alright? And so we all go to the lunchroom, and I'm just having my nice food. I'm having my Doritos and sandwich. I don't know what I was eating, to be honest. Probably got hot lunch or something like that. And all of a sudden they asked for me to come into the classroom. And I'm like, oh crap. And then everybody saw my picture, and they're like, what? Well, not everybody, but people knew what I drew. And when I went to the classroom, the teacher was like, well, I have this paper that was on your desk, and we just saw it. Did you draw this? And my heart almost just sank. I was like, yeah, I drew it. And she's like trying to tell me that wasn't a great thing to draw. Now, if you look at this photo, because you have already seen it, I would look like a psychopath after you look at that photo. But I don't know why I would draw something like that. Just people jumping off of I was imagining a pool, and just that was a mountain. I don't know. Don't question. Oh god, my lights just went off. And I would just, anyway, I would just think that was just a pool or something like that. And she actually saw one of the people, and she thought they were drunk because it was a beer can shape. And I just was so scared. And she's like, I'm gonna have to call your parents. And I'm like, oh jeez, no. And I'm dying here, because now I'm bawling, tearing now. I start tearing up because how am I supposed to explain this, that I made this dumb photo to my own mother? And so she actually gets out her iPhone and calls her. She makes me give her number and actually call her on her phone, right? And now she picks it up, and I have to talk to her and tell her that this stupid drawing I drew, right? And I'm still here bawling. Finally, get out the phone. I hand the teacher the phone. She's like, you can go back to lunch. And now I go back to lunch, right? Now I'm talking to my friends, and one of them was like, you know that the aides were calling you to go to the classroom, right? They said, the teacher said you said something pretty mean to another student. I'm like, oh gosh. Because here's the short little story within it. Well, me and this other person hate each other, and we would always argue and say mean things to each other. And now this person, she must have went already and told, because she must not like the thing that I said back to her. And now I would have gotten in trouble for that. And I was like, can this day get any worse, right? Just like the math, I had one of the worst tests in my life. I got my phone call home, and I almost got in big trouble, because you can actually get detention or whatever, lunch detention or whatever, if you actually did something like that, as in bullying somebody, quote unquote, which I really wasn't. It was an argument thing, but still, that's what a tattletale will do. But that was pretty much the story, guys. I actually ended up going home that day, and I had to show my mom this picture. She made me keep the picture, and then I had to throw it out because I was so ashamed that I got in trouble. And, well, that was pretty much the story, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that little torture story I had. Hit that like button and subscribe for more. I will have more life stories and actual gameplays coming out in the near future. Hopefully it will be more consistent. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, universe.